It was below 0 degrees Fahrenheit here last night outside, but inside it's reasonably warm. It did get below freezing inside this greenhouse. It can't handle that kind of a difference in temperature very well. But by the nature of the crops we have, such as onions and garlic and parsnips and beets, things that are not sensitive to frost, we actually didn't freeze any of these crops. The crops that would have been prone to frost, such as the peppers and the pumpkins in this refrigerator, fared very well. So this allows us to keep things warm so that we can plant earlier than normal. It allows us to grow peppers that are particularly sensitive to cold weather, such as these Carolina Reapers. There's a couple different varieties of Reapers here, as well as these pumpkins. These are Atlantic pumpkins. They're the biggest pumpkins in the world, 500 pounds, but they're doing very well inside this environment. And this grow light is connected to solar panels, so during the daylight hours when this is operational, it really doesn't deplete the batteries at all. So because it was freezing last night, below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, in here the glazing is only an R2.2. And because of that, look at that, it freezes inside of here. So it would have gotten pretty cold in here. This bucket's full of ice. And that obviously affects your plants. You just can't grow anything except really cold, hardy stuff, even in a greenhouse here in central Idaho. It's just too cold. So the one real challenge in a situation like this, even in a greenhouse, is how do you protect your pipes? You cannot avoid frost in this kind of climate, even in a greenhouse here in February. It's just too cold outside. So your winter crops are going to be those that are most resilient to bad temperatures. The other thing we do is we keep our solenoids protected, so they're recessed in the ground as well as covered by this plastic. Peppers don't like a lot of water, particularly this variety, so you can just touch them a little bit and they're going to be perfect. So our whole objective with these greenhouses is to figure a way to be completely off-grid. No carbon whatsoever. We don't burn propane, we don't heat our greenhouses, we don't even deliver our water using any kind of grid-based power. And that whole process requires some clever innovation to minimize water usage and also to maximize the temperature in our greenhouses. One thing we've done here is utilize these waste buckets that painters have used. We clean them out and use those for the buckets so we don't have to till. Instead of using fertilizer, we just add compost to the buckets. Anyway, have a good one. Thank you for watching.